Feel free to tell me I'm wrong here, but it makes negative sense how the Deep was able to kill Black Noir 2 by choking him out with a cord and later by stabbing him. Noir's death scene was spoiled almost beat for beat a week before it aired, and I thought even then that it made no sense. Noir, as established in The Boys Season 4, is capable of surviving being shot multiple times by a shotgun at point-blank range and multiple hundred times by a Gatling gun without even having his skin bruised. How does someone like that even feel it when someone who's never been explicitly portrayed as stronger than him chokes him with a cord and stabs him once with a baby knife? Why couldn't Noir just break the cord? Why couldn't the knife just shatter or bend against his skin? And I don't know, maybe there's an argument to be made that since the Deep used one of Noir's own knives to do the deed, the knife was just as unbreakable as Noir's skin, but still, it didn't look like the Deep stabbed Noir with enough force for the blade to actually penetrate Noir's tough skin. Yeah, just globally, I've got to call nonsense on this entire death scene. Besides which, I've got to call nonsense on the way that it was executed. Granted, the Deep and Black Noir 2 never really developed beyond being main side characters. Granted, it was a little poetic that Noir died specifically at the hands of his quote-unquote bro, the Deep, who essentially indoctrinated him into the world of the Seven and the ways of violence in the first place. But a character like Noir deserved more of a solid and resonant send-off than the nowhere toxic bromance storyline that the writers gave him, and the Deep this season, and the way that it ends with the Deeps just killing him over an insult that he makes, and over how he caused an oil spill that killed sea creatures that the Deep liked. For instance, in one of my previous videos, I pitched the storyline that I thought this show should have done to pay off Marie Moreau's story from Gen V Season 2, including death scenes for both the Deep and Black Noir 2 in a major battle with the Gen V kids and the boys. And I think that doing something like that would have been satisfactorily epic for side characters like the two of them. But anyway, another disappointing thing about this Deep Noir storyline is how the Deep is suddenly back on his whole ridiculous kick of being infatuated with sea life. Just why is this happening again now? Season 4 basically broke the Deep of that foolishness when it built his character up as a ruthless assassin, willing to do whatever Homelander asked and desirous to use violence to assert his power over lesser beings. It was pretty solid character development for him, turning him into more of a serious and mainline villain, and having him stay that way or go even darker for Season 5 would have fit perfectly with the type of tone that this season should have had. Yeah, just suffice it to say that this entire Deep Kills Noir subplot rang completely hollow. It didn't well service either character, and it especially wasn't the type of exit befitting a character like Noir. But anyway, you know the drill. That's just my opinion. Feel free to share yours, and when you're done sharing it, don't forget to like and follow.